Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with House of the Dragon. Last time around we had Faceless Men. Not to be confused with The Faceless Men from Game of Thrones. This is just... I assume this is more metaphorical Faceless Men, as in men who... they get their face taken off. No. I assume it's more about the men that no one cares about and history doesn't care about. Particularly Criston Cole. Criston Cole is dead. He was slain by one of the Tully archers, and that's just that. He didn't die in a blaze of glory that they'll sing about for ages, and the songs will make it back to his ex-girlfriend. No, none of that. He's just dead and gone, and that's that. Speaking of dead and gone, the City Watch is gone. Well, some of them are dead, some of them are gone. Most of them have retired, leaving Daemon by himself. Alicent... I just wrote Alicent and frustration. That describes most scenes with Alicent, so I'm not sure what I was getting at with that one, but I'm sure she was frustrated in some capacity. Gawain went back to Tumbleton to find Ormond being all squeamish. You know, he talks about like, oh, well, Rhaenyra's a woman. She's too squeamish to burn her own people. And then as soon as he sees blood, he throws up. Luckily, Daron seems to understand that Ormond is manipulating him, trying to make him into a perfect king. And he doesn't want that. Aemond and Alice, they're just kind of hanging out. Alice has dragon eggs. Oh, Alicent, that was it. Alicent was sent to kill Aemond by Rhaenyra because it's the only way that Rhaenyra will allow Alicent and Helaena to go free is if she does them a solid and goes and kills her own son. So, yeah, that was it. Okay, cool. We figured it out. I can't just write down Alicent and frustration because I'm not going to know what that means the next week. So, oh well. Anywho, with that said, why don't we just go ahead and jump right into this episode of House of the Dragon. Here we go.
When I was a girl, I wanted to fly. But now when I'm with Dreamfire, it's too much.
You know, we should have guessed you were a dreamer. Your dragon's name is Dreamfire.
I think.
You now have many dragons. Are you yourself not altered?
No. I do not wish to be.
That's a different answer.
Only to put an end to our contest and restore us to our proper order.
Yeah, sure.
Helaena, what did you see last?
A grey mare.
Mm-hmm.
And...
what of Daemon? Have you seen him? The Winter Wolves, then?
You can't ask for too many specifics.
Or Tumbleton? Tell me there has been no mistake. That I will prevail as the gods must surely intend. Tell me.
I don't know. Dreams don't come in like that. Oh my God, look at this fuck. While you were chasing girls, I was studying the blade.
Mother.
I told you I would come. You've been so clever to remain here, undiscovered.
Is that actually her? Or is he seeing things?
Me.
Have you ever wished that wasn't her?
I will give you a son.
I don't think that's her.
Name it.
Yeah, it's not. Okay. Man, the one time you could chase a girl, and it's not your mother either. And you can do worse. I mean, she's creepy and a witch, but I don't know, she's kind of cute.
Aemond.
Is that the real one? Aww. They put Cole's head on a pike.
So your dim but ambitious Dornish friend died in the mud for nothing. It is no matter. I have a piece on the board now that will bring the bitch to her knees.
Against 20,000 men?
What is that?
Does he actually have something? Or does he think he has an Ormond plan? Because those aren't generally that good. Ah, yes, the Southern Air Temple.
I've long tired of this endless searching. I cannot help but think
Is
I'm
this
being
the same
punished
place
by
you guys
Leo.
were earlier?
If either of us gained the favor of some highborn lady.
He has spoken to you then? Your brother?
Is it
Oh, thank God.
I did not think us like to escape the Red Keep, but Sir Adrian remained steadfast and resolute. He led us to
He is going to be so concerned now.
and I had enough.
Are you real?
I offended you.
Kiss her. If she's disgusted, then it's actually
You're
her.
all I have left.
He's heard that before. That was some pretty dark blood right there. Alright. If he bleeds, he was real.
Sorry.
There you are. You're just in time for supper.
Pops up like Batman. This is my girlfriend. She's really weird.
Do try the wine, Lord Corlys.
Corlys is
And
here.
it wards off the fetid air of the...
Oh yeah, he kidnapped Corlys. I forgot about that.
Valarians, however, with their lord as forfeit, men of Driftmark will think better of entering King's Landing. And without them, the city will again eat of its own disorder.
How will that help when the Winter Wolves are clawing at our gates?
Yeah, in like a day.
Why limit yourself in tedious alliance to the brutish and the incurious?
Dragons.
Your wife, of course, was of their blood. But that ended all too predictably. I would think, after having seen how they devour one of their own...
I would like to return to my cell.
As you please.
You ain't gonna sit here and take all this.
He seems to believe that with Lord Corlys as
Is this his piece on the board?
Yeah, this is it.
What does the order or disorder of King's Landing matter to us now, with an army at the gates?
It doesn't
I'm
really.
supposed to be the king. You could fly away onto Sarian without you as a pretext for
he would continue as he began. Where would I go? Who would
East.
receive a king who left his own men to their ruin?
The East. Do you have money?
No fear of
Get money.
And the Valarian forces will be at King's Landing on the morrow.
I have a reputation to uphold.
If Sir Adrian has been successful in his endeavor, of course, then there is the small matter of how...
Just take it.
Take the fucking
Grace?
castle.
We've seen something strange.
Vega.
No. Sheep stealer. In the Riverlands, on the banks of the Blue Fork near Fairmarket.
Oh, fuck.
That is unexpected. He's not
Your
known.
Grace, he has a rider.
A new rider.
I could not say. We gave chase, but lost him in the hills.
Yeah, she's gonna figure out Damon lied.
But is there anything Damon could do that you would truly not believe?
I mean, the thing is, you have to think about why would Damon do this. I suppose there are two reasons, technically, but...
How is it that the two of you came to know one another?
Ah, well, this place is haunted beyond belief, and she's weird, so...
At whose behest? Your lord's?
I generally follow my own dictates.
That's rare.
I still don't understand who this woman is.
No one does. He doesn't understand. Damon doesn't understand.
Rhaenyra's dragons are ridden by commoners. She's defiled our great house, diminished the Iron Throne.
Your dragon is ridden by no
Her
one.
own ruin.
I'm sure your mother will wish to move on.
Back to Old Town, perhaps?
Our climate doesn't seem to suit her.
There's nothing for her there. I'm all she has left.
There is Helena.
No. You'll stay with us.
The witch doesn't want her mother-in-law here.
We're out of wood.
See? Isn't it great? Now what? You're on your own. You don't have Sir Adrian. Your son is weird. He's still there.
I think he'll agree to tell him that he should give himself up.
She will flay me alive.
No doubt.
If the king wishes to remain, then I shall remain with him. I cannot leave him to face an army meant for me.
Except those two are fucking out of here.
Seems there is only one thing left for me to do. May the Seven be ever at your side.
Bye.
You would abandon your master?
There's Dad coming in with the belt.
What do you hope to do here? In the reeds, in the mud?
Vhagar was here. Or near here, last I heard.
We heard the same, but she is gone.
Then I will fly in search of her.
And if you find her?
I thought I could do this, but I can't. I cannot live the way I have. Cut off from all who loved me.
And so you think by going after Vhagar you will...
be redeemed?
What?
Oh. Shit. Alright, well this is awkward. God, there's too many fucking dragons, I can't hear anything!
She was Sheepstealer's rider!
That's why.
All this time, you knew.
Yeah. He was trying to protect her. Oh god, they're fighting. Oh, this could be really bad. Oh. Yeah, fucking help. God, it's like a Godzilla movie. Oh my god, is she gonna lose her fucking dragon? Caraxes, do something! I feel like someone's losing a dragon here. Oh. Man. Sheepstealer didn't deserve any of this. It's just hanging out, living its best life. Oh. Good boy. Right, well, that was fun.
Find her a room. I do not wish to see her.
Are there no cells in King's Landing?
Aemon?
I mean, clearly they are, but... He's seen this before.
Your friend, Alice.
She's not my friend.
That was such a mother thing to say.
I tried to kill Egon.
I know.
Does he actually feel guilt for that?
No, stay.
But I very much don't want to be a part of this.
I've looked 100 times at that skull you brought, thinking it was the villain who killed my son.
I am sorry. But you must see now that I kept no scheme against you. I did only what I thought was best for Nero.
I mean, there is no villain who killed Jace. Oh my god, did she actually get to wash her hair? And, like, clean?
I am sorry. To Jace. To you, you would have been queen.
Enough.
There's still Joffrey. I gotta look up if Joffrey is actually engaged or not, because why wouldn't you just go right on?
You will begin anew.
Which is what you should have done in the East.
Idiot.
Yeah, that was poison. Oh hey. Mazel tov. Is this actually happening or was this a dream? God, you have to dream of giving birth. Oh, the chickens. And an eclipse. Whoa. I have dreams of weird space shit happening too, but... Oh. That's not just an eclipse, that's the White Walkers, isn't it? Oh, was her on the dragon, was that supposed to be Daenerys? I hope not.
He lied. I did not lead you astray.
And yet you cannot say he betrayed me. So much as he would not betray his daughter.
This time. But does it not prove he is willing to deceive you if he judges it necessary?
And you've never done the same.
Yeah, about his daughter.
Acted only in your interest. In my image, your grace. Have I ever counseled you to do aught about what Viserys would have you do in his place? As you have oft-times said, is your own desire.
Yes, and in hewing to his vision, what have I reaped? Peace, prosperity, the gratitude of my subjects.
To be fair, there was a lot of problems with Viserys' reign. Everyone else has told you that.
Just a little longer.
Are we gonna... You're awfully close.
Do you think?
At least someone's having a happy ending.
A final stand then, Sir Tylan.
Your Grace.
Put on the crown. Maybe they're friendly.
Behold me now!
Oh shit. This is the way to go
I
out.
am Aegon Targaryen! Strike me down! And the stranger will take retribution. The
Oh.
warrior's sword will be judgment upon you. Yes. Yes, cowards.
What
You
dragon
might
is
well
that?
retreat.
Is it Vhagar?
Sunfire.
It's Sunfire! He was right!
Sunfire. Dracarys.
Oh! Get down! Oh! Jeez, man. He's always so happy. Whoa! Is Sunfire laughing too? God. Well, they both kind of look alike.
An intolerable insult to someone of your stature.
Oh, fuck. God damn it, Ulf.
But then, it's almost to be expected from those people.
She did tell me not to go into town. To be fair.
Ludicrous. A man needs his sustenance and cheer. But it is obvious Rhaenyra and her ilk regard you only as a
Ilk.
tool.
I'll say ilk, man.
To be used and reprimanded. Whereas I understand
Unlike me.
who you really are.
Come on, Ulf. Have more than 2 brain cells.
Lord of the Tides. What do you think of that?
Come on, Ulf. Maybe he's
They
playing
will
both
laugh at you
sides.
no more. They will burn.
Way to end. There's this freaking goofy ass smile. God damn it, Ulf. It could be that Ulf is playing him, and is because he thinks, well, they don't treat me right, but these guys aren't gonna treat me right, and so he's playing them in order to gain an advantage. For them to gain an advantage over Ormond. However, we're talking about Ulf. Do you think that Ulf is capable of a plan like that? Me either. But if he did do that, that would be a subversion of expectations. And you know how Game of Thrones loves that. This is just a little aside. Doesn't even really have anything to do with this show. But there, I did think about that, like, since the last episode. The whole subverting your expectations. I'm so tired of that. Are we out of that time? Like, Game of Thrones kind of popularized that. And, to be fair, most of the time Game of Thrones did it right, At least, it did it right until the ending. When it was like, well, we gotta subvert your expectations. Like, well, but you did it poorly. So, it really has nothing to do with this show. I think this show does it fine. But, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms was more of a subversion of our expectations just in general. Because you don't expect that kind of story out of Game of Thrones. But anyway. So yeah, maybe. But then again, you do have the worry of, what if they're trying to subverting your expectations? Because then that's the next layer. Because if you have an expectation, and then you think, okay, well, it's not going to be that, it's going to be a different thing, and it's that thing, then that becomes your expectation. So then they have to subvert it again. So maybe it's that you expect Ulf to do that. Thus, you then expect Ulf to not be doing that and it to be a plan. But then, because you're expecting Ulf to actually be smart, because you shouldn't be expecting him to be smart, then they're going to make it back where it's like, no, he isn't smart, he's actually siding with Ormond. Because that's subverting your subversion of your expectations. And I don't know. I kind of worry about that. Sometimes, especially with, these shows, because this is what popularized subverting expectations. So, I don't know. Maybe Ulf is, maybe this is a plan. Maybe this is his plan, Or maybe he's just that stupid, I don't know. Aegon has Sunfire back. That's pretty great. I love they're both scarred, I love they're both scarred. I love the two of them laughing. That was really great. Just after burning all of them, he's just, hey. And even Sunfire is kind of laughing. It's just like, oh, my boy. It's like, here's the thing. I call so many characters in all of these shows like my boy or my girl. At a point, it kind of loses all meaning. I will say, Aegon has never been my boy. He has never been my boy. I don't know who my boy is on this show. I'm not even sure anymore. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I don't think any of them are my boy, But I will gladly claim Aegon now, just because I kind of want him to just go nuts, Like, the fact that he made this big grandstand. I am Aegon, the sixth ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. And then he was rewarded by having Sunfire come back to life, and then he just yucks it up. He's just happy as a clam with Sunfire. And just the two of them laughing, it's like, they are now perfectly meant for each other. It's kind of a strange thing that, like, this episode kind of shows that you are and you aren't so heavily connected to your dragon, you know? Like, you are and you aren't. Because on the one hand, you're not. These are beasts. These are not, you know, these are nothing. These are a completely different species. They are not part of you. Like, they're not your friends. They're not man's best friend. They are, like, forces of destruction. And they are animals, you know? And we see that as the dragons start to kind of fight each other, you know? And the fact that Rhaena could never get a handle on Sheepstealer, you know? She could never get a handle on Sheepstealer. And everything. And, you know, as we see, you know, like, earlier in the series with Vhagar, the fact that Vhagar, you know, sometimes just won't listen to Aemon. And hell, now, Vhagar has left. Vhagar left Aemon behind. So, that's the thing. It's like, they are their own sentient creatures with their own wills and their own, you know, animal natures. You know, and especially as this very high species of predator, you know? But you do have some of them where they are kind of an extension of the person, you know? The fact that Aegon has such a strong connection to Sunfire. Now, maybe it's also just because these, you know, some of them have, you know, they've done it right. So, I would say Aegon and Sunfire have a perfect connection. And then, Daemon and Caraxes, I'd say, are pretty close. Even if, I mean, Caraxes, sometimes he has to, like, you know, really try to rein in Caraxes. But even then, you could see that as an extension of his own behavior, you know? Like, why Caraxes is so perfect for him, because he is kind of impulsive as well. You know, he is rageful, so... And I would say, was it... It's not Sycorax. That's an alien in Doctor Who. What's Rhaenyra's dragon? I should know this. I guess I can just look that up. Is it Syrax? Syrax? Something like that? Yes, Syrax. The thing is, we actually don't see that much of Syrax. I mean, I think there was more of Syrax in the first season than there is now, so... But yeah, like, I would say even still, like, Syrax and Rhaenyra are pretty good. If I were to guess, I would say Daeron and Tessarion are fairly close, too. But I do kind of like... I do like that this show basically... I mean, it basically gives you both sides of the argument about dragons. Like, I guess in a sense the same way of, like, a wolf or a dog, you know? Like, dragons honestly are like... I wouldn't say they're as domesticated as dogs, but I would say they're like... Dragons in this show are probably somewhere in between where we have, you know, what we have with dogs now and, you know, the wolves of old before they were domesticated, you know? So, because, I mean, it's just like, well, and I guess I would even say, my dog, I mean, sometimes that dog does not listen to me. Sometimes it's great, you know? Sometimes it's great. But sometimes, I'm just like, hey, get over here, get your face out of that plant, or, you know, stop trying to eat a worm on the fucking sidewalk, and he doesn't care, you know? So that's the thing. That's the thing. But if you have a very aggressive one, chomping at the bit, literally, then, yeah, the others might be like, the others might get a little, like, you know, aggravated as well, and you have to deal with that, you know? Anyway. But yeah, but I do love that we do get that moment of Aegon of Sunfire coming back to life, and Aegon relishing in that moment of burning his enemies. Oh. I mean, now we have to... now the question is, what comes next for Aegon? Honestly, if I was him, I would still go to Essos. I'd just go now, you know? Maybe, you know what? Be nice, take Lord Tyland back to Casterly Rock, you know? Fly him back to Casterly Rock, and then head out east, you know? Like, just head out east. Like, you have kind of lost everything, you know? You have lost everything, but you have Sunfire, you know? You have Sunfire. You could have a grand old time in the east. Just you and Sunfire, you know? Anyway, Helena's dreams... Is she just dreaming of the White Walkers? Because that's, like, so boring. Like, I don't care. Like, we already saw that. We already saw that show, and the ending was terrible. And unless these books come out, and they're better, like, that's just kind of where we're leaving the White Walkers, you know? Which, actually, I've seen a lot of copium recently, because apparently George R.R. Martin is working on a 4th novella in the Dunk and Egg series, and apparently he said that he would only work on the next Dunk and Egg story if he finished Winds of Winter. So I'm seeing a lot of copium on Twitter. I pray that it's true, and Winds of Winter is done, you know, for you guys. Here's the thing, if the books actually do get finished, then I'll read them. If they're not going to get finished, I'm not going to read them, I think. I think that's just kind of where I am. So, there is also the conspiracy theory that he's already finished the books, and he's just going to wait until he dies to have them published, so he doesn't have to deal with the internet. Which, kind of fair, you know? But, I don't know if I fully believe that conspiracy theory. Because, I mean, the man could live for, like, another 30 years, honestly. Like, I know he's old. He's like, 77. But in theory, he could live, like, another 30 years. So I don't think he would do that, but... But, yeah. Anyway. But Helena... Because it's, like, it's all interesting with, like, the eclipse and everything. Which, by the way, my dreams are kind of like that. Except, like... In my dream, like, I'll look up at the sky and there'll be, like, a galaxy exploding. And I don't know why. I just... Every so often I dream of that, you know? I dream of, like, being in my backyard, and I'm like, looking up at the night sky, and it's weird stuff happens in space. And then I wake up, and I'm like, oh, that was weird. I don't know, maybe I watch too much sci-fi, but yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, is that what that is, you know? Is that what that last dream was doing? And, well, okay, so... there were 3 parts to her dream. One was her giving birth. So that seems to be, and with I think there were some soldiers there, or some Queen's Guard. So if I were to guess, it's that she's going to give birth and the child is going to be taken to Rhaenyra. And if it's a boy, then she has to deal with it. If it's a girl, I guess it's gonna be fine, but yeah, and then the second one was Helena on her dragon burning people seemingly in the throne room. Now, at first I was thinking of Rhaenys when she burst through the septum or the sept floor when Aegon was crowned. That was during Aegon's coronation. Which, let's be honest, she should have just killed them all, and then all of this trouble would be gone, pretty much, you know? She should have just done that. And here's the thing, because I understand that if she had done that, then the show would have just ended. So, don't write a situation where she's just like, I'm not actually going to kill all of you. It's like, come on. Don't write a situation like that if you're not going to go through with it, you know? Anyway. So that's what I thought of first during Helena's dragon dream. But it could be that dragon dream was actually referencing Aegon at the end of this episode, of Aegon burning the people, you know? Burning the army that went against him. But I don't know. I don't know. And then the third one, I just hope it's not the White Walkers. I just hope it's not the White Walkers, because that's really boring. Aemond, Alicent, your girlfriend meets your mother, and it's just not good. Alice is like the definition of she'll ruin me, you know? And again, I guess it could be worse. I mean, can it be worse? Well, you know what? It can be worse, because she's not your sister or your mother, for that matter. The fact is that he thought he was banging his mother, and then it was revealed to be Alice, and he was like, no. And it's just like, bruh, no, please. Please, I know she's like a witch or something, but like, come on. I mean, she's cute. She's cute. You know? She's cute. She's pretty. She'd be great, because she's not your mother. Not that your mother isn't pretty, but I can say that, not you. Maybe Kristen Cole could say that, because he's not fucking related to you. I don't know. I'm going to put my hat on backwards for a second. I don't know why. I look like shit. I look terrible with my hat backwards here. Maybe I need to... There. I'm just going to, like, Ash Ketchum it and just wear my hat backwards for a few seconds. I don't know. I look like an idiot. But... Anyway. And then he got poisoned. I love Alice being in no rush to help him. Like, she'll do it, but she just falls and just... Idiot. So... Rhaena, that whole thing... I mean, the biggest thing is, like, yes, Daemon lied, but it's, like, the most accepted lie, I think. Like, Rhaenyra understands why, Rhaenyra understands why he did it. It's just, the fact that... I mean, it removes any sort of closure that she had about it, And she'll never have any closure because it's Rhaena, It's her cousin? Stepdaughter? Cousin at least. Her cousin stepdaughter. Yeah, God, it sounds like an episode of The 100 Girlfriends. Her cousin and stepdaughter, but just stop banging your family. Just go find a nice girl. And that's the thing. That's basically what Helena said last episode. It's like, could I have just gone to a regular lord? Could I have not fucked my brother? Like, it would have been great. You go to some nice lord, and just have a nice peaceful time, which is exactly what Viserys wanted. Was to go just be a peaceful lord. Anyway, so Rhaena. Yeah, I mean, it just removes all closure that Rhaenyra had, And, okay, we gotta look up Joffrey. We gotta look up Joffrey Velaryon. Is he already engaged? I mean, I know he's pretty young, so... Joffrey Velaryon. Is he only 6 years old? Yeah. He's only, 6. Let him grow up. And then Baela can marry him. Yeah, I don't know. Ormond. Armond, I mean, I guess we talked about it. So, he has Corlys. I do like that both Gawain and Darren were just like, how does this help? How does it help having Corlys? Like, the wolves are about to get us, Now I guess he's going to get Ulf. Like, is Ulf going to turn on the Northerners and the Tullys? I don't know. That doesn't sound like a sound plan, I don't know. I'm kind of tired of Ormond. Like, he's so just annoying. So it's just like, eh. And now, maybe he has Ulf, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. And then Aegon. Good old Aegon's happy again. And it's just like, well, I just kind of like to see him and Sunfire laughing. I don't know, man. Yeah. Good episode. I kind of like that episode more than the last couple episodes. I don't know why. Maybe it's just Aegon. Maybe it's just Aegon just being happy that Sunfire's alive. So, I don't know. Something about this episode I did like a little bit more. Felt like things were happening, you know? Which is good. Because next episode is the season finale, so... something has to happen. There has to be a break, I feel like, in... something's got to give here in this story. I don't know what the story is anymore, but something's got to give, so... But yeah, that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my House of the Dragon reactions, as well as another playlist with all of my, Night of the Seven Kingdoms reactions, if you want to go check those out. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.